Hello children. See human genetic disorder. We have already discussed about the Mendelian disorder, and in case of Mendelian we have seen the autosomes as well as the sex chromosomal diseases. Okay, and in autosomes we saw different types of diseases. That is, we have seen about the thalassemia, albinism, phenylketonuria, okay, sickle cell anemia, and in case of sex chromosomes, in Mendelian disorder, we have seen about color blindness as well as hemophilia. Now, the next category was chromosomal disorder, and I told you when in the previous class when I was telling you about the Mendel's that is genetic disorder, if there is any change in the chromosome number, okay, any structural change in the chromosome, then that is called as chromosomal disorder. Now, this chromosomal disorder can also be two types. One is autosomal, okay, autosome and sex chromosome. That is, if autosome out of the 23 pair of chromosomes, if there is any defect in 22 pair of chromosomes, then that is called as the autosomal chromosomal disorder, autosome chromosomal disorder. And if any fault in XX or XY, then that is called as the sex chromosome disorder. Okay, now we have to discuss about recessive. This I have already told you in the previous lecture. That is, in our course we have recessive diseases. Okay, Wollandrick is the dominant disease that we are not supposed to discuss. We have the recessive disorders. In case of autosome disorder, we have disease number 1, that is Down syndrome. So first we will discuss about the Down syndrome. Okay. Now see, let me start with the Down syndrome. This disease was first found out by or discovered by Langdon Down in 1866, and because of the name of the scientist, we call this disease as a Down syndrome. Okay, this disease is also called as Triplo-21. Clear? Now why it is called as Triplo-21, we will see afterwards. This disease is also known as Mongolian iodocene. Clear? So these are the names of Down syndrome, which is a chromosomal disease, autosome disease. Okay. Now see, why it is called as Triplo-21, because we all know that we all have 23 pair of chromosome, and the 21 pair of chromosome get defected. Now how it get defected? Suppose if I draw, suppose this is 21st pair. What is this? This is 21st pair in normal condition. Then this 21st pair become triploid, triplo. Understood? And that's why it is called as Triplo-21. Clear? Now see children, we can say that in the normal condition there are 46 chromosomes, but in Down syndrome there are total 46 7 chromosomes. So out of 46, how many are there in disease? 27 chromosome. But which number of the chromosome get defected? That is chromosome number 21. And this chromosome number 21 is autosome. And that's why we say that it is autosomal recessive disease called as TRIPLO21. Now, normal question, how does chromosome get more than requirement? That is, every time we need only one pair, then how it become 23? It becomes changed, or it becomes one extra or one less by the process of non-disjunction. Okay, now see the meaning of non-disjunction, children. See what happens. We all know that at the time of gamete formation, okay, what happens? 23 chromosome goes to one side and the 23 chromosome goes to the another side. Okay, we all know that we all have 23 pair of chromosomes. What happens at the time of meiosis when there is a formation of the gamete? We all know that only half goes to one and another half goes to another at the time of gamete formation. Now, sometime what happens? Whenever the chromosomes become apart from each other, then the chromosome number 21, it also has to become half. Half will come to one gamete and another half will go to the another gamete. Now sometime what happens? The chromosome of the 21 pair does not get separated, and that's why both the chromosome will move to one gamete only. Understood? See, what I mean to say that how we get the TRIPLO21. What happens in this case? We all have 23 pair. Okay, at the time of gamete formation, we all know that meiosis occurs. 23 will come this side, 23 will come this side. Suppose it is a female, in this only the X will come this side, another X will come this side. This we all know that. Okay, if it is a male, then Y will come this side and X will be here. Now see what happens. If 23 will move apart here and 23 will come here, then the chromosome number 21, it also has to become apart from each other, and 121st will go here and 121st will come here. But due to non-disjunction, sometime this chromosome do not capable or do not able to separate from each other, and that's why both this 21 pair comes here only. Okay, and now if this fuses with the male gamete, okay, then what happens? Suppose if it is fusing with another male or female gamete at the time of fertilization or something, then definitely 23 will also come from that side. Now we all know that chromosome 1 will pair with 1, 2 will pair with 2, 3 will pair with 3. Okay, in the same way sex chromosome will pair with sex chromosome. Now what happens? At the number of 21, already it is having one pair and one extra has come from this side. So this causes the TRIPLO21. Okay, there is a change in the structure and the behavior of the chromosome at the number 21, and that's why it is called as the TRIPLO21. Now see, what are the symptoms of the disease? In this case, a person will be mentally retarded. Number 1, the function of the heart will not be proper. Okay, person will not be able to speak properly. So all these are few symptoms. Okay, that is because of the Down syndrome. But one plus point, this type of children have the great sense of humor. So this is all about the Down syndrome. Now in our course, the next is the chromosomal disease, that is sex chromosomal disease. Okay, and we have 2 sex chromosomal disease. So see one by one. Next topic is sex chromosome abnormalities. Okay, and in this case we have one disease named as Klinefelter's syndrome. Okay, it is almost same as the Down syndrome, but Down syndrome affects on the chromosome number 21, and as it is a sex chromosome, definitely it is going to affect your chromosome number 23, that is the sex chromosome. Okay, now see what happens. It is also characterized by trisomy. Okay, it is characterized by trisomy, that is X, X and Y. Now reason will be the same. What is the reason? We all know that X and X, X and Y, okay, they form the gametes X and X and the gamete X and Y. Now sometime what happens, when at the time of gamete formation, that is during meiosis, the X chromosomes, they do not get separate. If they will not get separate, then what will be the condition? Now I am drawing. Okay, both the chromosome will come at one place and another gamete will be null. Nothing will be there because it does not contain any chromosome. And in this situation, if they will fertilize with the male, then condition will be this. Okay, now this is called as trisomy. Now see the characters. What will happen in this case? Because it is containing one Y chromosome, so the behavior of the person is male. Okay, but because it is containing two X chromosome, then the person will show the feminine characters also. Okay, although the person will be male, but the person will show some feminine or female characters also. Like we can say that voice may become shrill. Okay, and some characters that is related with the female will develop. Development of the breast may take place. So all these are the symptoms of Klinefelter syndrome. And what happens in the Klinefelter syndromes? The sex chromosome get affected, and the reason for its affection is its disease is this. That is, at the time of the gamete formation, both the X chromosomes, they move in one gamete only, and if this gamete will fertilize with this, then definitely a person will get the problem, and that is called as the trisomy or Klinefelter syndrome. Clear? Now, we have one more sex chromosomal abnormality, and that is called as nullisomy, or it is also called as Turner syndrome. Okay. Now, this Turner syndrome is again the same as Klinefelter syndrome. What is this? Turner, T-U-R-N-E-R-S syndrome. Now, see what happens in case of Turner syndromes. In this, it is characterized by monosomy. Monosomy means XO type disease. XO type. Now see how it happens, XO type. As normal situation, once again you come. Suppose this is X and X. This is X and Y. What happens? There is the formation of the gamete. Once again the formation of the gamete. Now see, if they will fuse with this, it can fuse with this, and with this, and every time we will get the normal, what I have done? Okay, normal condition, 50% male and 50% female. Now again, due to non-disjunction at the time of meiosis, at the time of gamete formation, what happens? Once again, as I told you that XX and XY at the time of gamete formation, if both them will come here, if they will not be able to move apart, if they will not be able to separate apart, then both the chromosomes will move in one gamete only, one egg only, and another egg will be empty. Okay, nothing is there. Now suppose this is X and this is Y. Now what happens if this X will fuse with this? Normal process will be there. If this will fuse with this, then the situation will be X and Y. Okay. Now what happens if this X will fuse with this? Then X and nothing. Okay. So this is called as monosomy. And in this, the female will show poor characters. Definitely it will be a female, but poor characters will be shown by the female. Now, what are those characters? Webbed neck, broad chest, underdeveloped breast. Okay. So, all these are the situations in case of Turner syndrome. So, there are these type of chromosomal disorders and Mendelian disorders. We have already discussed about the Mendelian disorder in detail, and then we have seen about the chromosomal disorder. In our book, we have 3 different types of chromosomal disorder. One is autosomal disorder, and that is Down syndrome, in which chromosome number 21 will get affected. And then we have the 2-sex chromosomal disease. One is called as Klinefelter syndrome, that is the condition of the trisomy, and another is the Turner syndrome, that is the situation of